Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me in another of my videos. Today I want to show you a picture to see if you can work out what's going on. I had an email from some lovely people. Mark and Miranda got in touch and they said we live 3 miles from East Midlands Airport. A couple of days ago we were on our mountain bikes and noticed this ring around the sun. Take a look at this picture with my Samsung phone. We'll have a look in a second. Note that the ring was visible to the naked eye and wasn't a result of the mobile phone camera. And they sent me actually a number of these pictures, but just have a look at this and see what you make of it. There is a definite ring there around the sun. Now, you may think, as they pointed out, but that's just some sort of weird reflection on the camera. But they're saying they saw this with the naked eye. Have you? Have you seen anything like this? And what could that possibly be? Some atmospheric condition, perhaps? Just curious if anyone's actually seen anything like that. And thank you very much if you have. And if you haven't, well, there you go. Anyway, so today's a bit of a mixed bag, really, because I've got a number of different bits and pieces. The second thing I wanted to have a look at, we're talking about 5G towers fairly recently, and it's one of the ongoing things that we do like to explore here, and whether they're useful, like with smart meters and all of this sort of malarkey. So I had this email from Mark, and let's go and have a look at this. And he says, let me just bring that up just a fraction so you can see it a bit better. Please see attached link from Eileen O'Connor's site, the EMF Trust, about 5G mast fires. Last 2 fires being in November 2024, one in Northern Ireland and the other in Whitney Bay. They think are electrical faults, are they? There are also pictures on the internet of smart meters exploding in California recently, which might explain the rapid spread of the fire. Yes, I've heard about that, and some people have been saying that that they can be operated from a remote location to set these smart meters off. I don't know how true that is, but anyway, let us just have a look at this, the EMF radiation website. Here it is, and this is absolutely fantastic. I'll leave the link in the description. And now you may not be able to read this on the site. I'll read it to you. So in Northern Ireland in November 2024, EMF Radiation Research had a Freedom of Information request sent to the Fire and Rescue Services in Northern Ireland regarding a 5G mast fire electrical fault. Was it an electrical fault rather than arson? And in Whitney Bay, November 2024, the Chronicle Live news headline on the 21st of November claims that Whitney Bay phone mast blaze was treated as arson. But is it? The EMF Radiation Research Trust had a Freedom of Information. Again, complete response was received on the 19th of November from the Information Governance Advisory Tyne and Ware, who confirm that the cause of the fire has been logged as unknown. Here, this is what's going on. These are the fires going up. On Friday the 8th of November from Chris Tam, an extremely good reason why 5G masts must not be anywhere near the public or the road. This happened at 10 p.m. Friday, November the 10th at, I think it was the 8th, Friday the 8th, at 10 p.m. on the A10 in Enfield, North London. If you've seen any pictures or have any pictures of these masts, if you've witnessed it yourself, be fascinated to know. But these have been going on with firefighters going on, and I'll leave the site there for you to explore, because one way or another, if it's arson, that's one can never say it's a good thing. However, 5G masts are a bit of a worry, are they not? And it's certainly worth bearing in mind. If it's a danger to humanity, if it's a danger to you and me, then we've got to do something about it, haven't we? Obviously, we can't allow anything dangerous to exist, no matter what perhaps organisations may wish to have. Because if it's dangerous and harmful and people are being harmed, then they surely should not exist. Now, I'm not saying anyone should go around with a box of matches. However, if they are catching fire due to an electrical fault, then that's another reason, as the chap there just said, not to have them on our roads and anywhere near people, basically. Maybe in a, I don't know, in a big pile in landfill somewhere. Not that I believe in landfill as such, but what else are we going to do with these bloody things? Smash them up into smithereens and turn them into sand. Maybe that's the best option for them. Who knows? You let me know what you think. But anyway, thank you very much to those. Now, another thing that's a bit of a worry, and I've got a picture over here that I want you to have a look at. Are you somebody who goes on the underground? And now I haven't been up to London for as long as I can remember, really. It's not the place I like to go very often because it's very crowded, it's very noisy, and it's a hustle and a bustle. And of course, parking is an absolute nightmare. And of course, these days, the trains are very expensive. But not only that, there are all these sort of ways of getting through the crowds and going through the barriers, which involves paying. Now, in the old days, you just bought a ticket and that was it. You could go in, but everything is changing. Everything is going digital. And that to me is a bit of a worry because my phone is quite old now. And if you don't have a smartphone, it does seem that you're going to be in problems. Here we go. There's a sign up there. If you've seen these sort of signs, I'd love to know more about this. No battery on your phone, contactless card not working. If your phone, watch or contactless card isn't working, you will need to use another way to pay. And this is the thing. Well, what would be the other way? Once everything goes digital, how else do you pay? Have you got to always pay in advance wherever you're going? In other words, like with so many of these digital toll bridges now that are opening up all over the place, that you have to pay in advance online or you'll get it deducted. And what about if we go all the way to being digital with the digital IDs and the digital CBDCs that all link together? Then you probably will find that whatever it is that's on you, maybe it's a chip in the future, maybe it's your fingerprint, that if you make any offence, it'll just be automatically taken from your bank. Maybe you'll get a little text message saying, oh, we've just taken out £3.50 from your bank. Somebody was telling me the other day, and I can't remember who it was, that they were on a train, they were going somewhere, and they inadvertently went from, let's say, central so-and-so to west so-and-so, a mile further on. They meant, oh, bit of a mistake. That costs an extra £1.50. I'll pay at the other end. Oh, no, couldn't pay at the other end. That was now an offence. And they got chased, I think, up to something like 300 quid for going an extra mile up the end. Like with parking meters. You park your car and the meter goes to the expiry period and you think, oh, and then the chap's up there about to write the ticket. He says, all right, I'll give you the extra 2 quid for the next hour. Oh, no, can't do that. You've caused an offence. I mean, it is the most ridiculous situation. Of course, this is all about collecting revenue, keeping our spirits low, having everything a bit down in the dumps. It's grim. I have to say, though, as I record this down on the south coast, it seems that we have another day of sunshine. Maybe all this talking about what's going on up there and the blocking out of the sun is making a bit of a difference. Or maybe that there's not enough planes to keep it going. All I can think is it must be costing them billions, absolutely billions of pounds to keep covering up the sun and to stop us having any sunshine. So if you see any sunshine, get out in it and enjoy. But do tell me if you've seen a picture like that we just showed you with the sun with a ring on it. I'd love to know what that's all about. See you back again on the next one. Thanks so much for watching.